to my channel. Most welcome. I began this channel to speak on mental health and especially focusing on how to educate ourselves regarding how to overcome depression. And meanwhile, I also began to upload my travel videos just so you will relax in this pandemic situation. It's like a virtual tour. Please follow my channel Mini My Love to enjoy more videos. Okay, so today I'm excited to show my book collection, and I don't know where to begin with. I have something like 150 around, and I'll show you in brief, and I'll not take much time, but every title I'll tell you. This is the small diary. This is the picture of my Guruji. I keep it here. So again, these are the diaries that I keep in the front, very front. This is one of my most favorite notepads. This is so cute. Okay, beginning with this is Savitri, a brief introduction. If you remember, I said I did my thesis on the poetical works of Sri Aurobindo and Rabindranath Tagore. So Savitri is one of his most famous works, about which you can have brief introduction here. This is by Mangesh Nadkarni from Sri Aurobindo Society. This is my childhood favorite. This is I got this free when I got Nestle Milo or Milo. This is Essential Facts, quite interesting, and I remember surfing this book for more than 100 times by now. This is the set on which I did my PhD, Crossing, Fruit Gathering, Gitanjali. These are beautiful collection of poetry. Sri Aurobindo, the spiritual revolutionary. For anybody who needs to understand about his personality and basic facts, this is a good book to begin with. This has good pictures and graphs, and the page quality is also very good, paper quality. The Mind and Its Control, Swami Buddhananda. Whenever you feel low or depressed, it is good that you talk to people. That is the first best thing you can do, but books are also the best friends. This is one book that really motivated me. S. Radhakrishnan, Indian Religions. This gives the basic knowledge of religious unity, and also the variety in India. Being an Indian, I think one should appreciate S. Radhakrishnan for giving great introduction. Life Beautiful by M.P. Pandit. Again, he is one of the greatest writers who is believed to see internal experiences. He meditated a lot and analyzed the works of Sri Aurobindo, who himself was a seer poet, great writer. The Spiritual Crisis of Man, Dr. Paul Brunton. He is a very good scientist. He is one of the oldest foreigners to study Eastern and Western philosophies both, and try to understand the greatness of India. Religion and Dharma. The title itself gives you the crux. Tagore, personality. All the basic hints. How should one behave? What is an art? How can it grow your personality? Better English, Norman Lewis. I think every house has this. This is one of the basic books everyone keeps to develop their communication skills. For all who are trying to practice English, please, I suggest this book and you can try. Word Power made easy. It's not, to be frank, it doesn't give you direct knowledge, but as you grow, as you keep studying, as you go on with the books like this, Renan Martin, English Grammar and Composition, I think this can go hand in hand. You can understand better how to use appropriate words in sentences and phrases. Mahabharata by C. Rajagopalachari. For anyone who wants to begin reading the Indian epics in English, this is one great book. This is simple yet very magnificent because of C. Rajagopalachari, also known as Rajaji. Because of him I developed my vocabulary, how to use better words, how to use sublime language, how to express a simple thing in a very noble manner. This is one book you should try. Growing Within, the Psychology of Inner Development. I also discussed briefly about this in my first or second video. A summary of Savitri M.P. Pandit. This is specifically for those who want to deeply understand. Oh my god, look at this. This is cat. Powers Within. Selections from the works of Sri Aurobindo and the mother, compiled with an introduction by A.S. Dalal. Again, one who wants to understand more about your inner development and growth, this is like a dictionary one should try. Bhagavad Gita, a handbook for students. This is by Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Very good introduction for anyone who wants to begin. Like, it is given in simple Sanskrit, sloka, and then meaning, explanation also. This is like a pocket dictionary for all the crux of what is there in Bhagavad Gita. Polo again. Vinny, if you are watching this, thank you, because you suggested me this writer, The Alchemist and Veronica Decides to Die. I think one should try these books of Polo. Following and Chasing the Dreams, no matter what. This is a model paper. I think it's somewhat like my old book left for me. Rabindranath Tagore selected poems. Again, I have not read all his poems, but there is that sensitivity and divine experience and touch in all of his poems. I think it is like a very pleasant experience one can have, like flowing river. Sri Aurobindo by Manoj Das. Makers of Indian Literature. Sahitya Academy I have visited in Delhi when I began my PhD. That is one place where you get all the great basic varieties of all the introduction about a person, a writer, a budding writer also. Sahitya Academy is doing a lot of surveys in very nominal rates. You all should visit and try if you are in search for a writer. Sri Aurobindo, the story of his life. There are a lot of Aurobindo books because of my PhD. Commentaries on Sri Aurobindo's thought. Swami Vivekananda. Invocation, again regarding Savitri and other poems. Imagining India, Ronald B. Indian. This gives a very basic knowledge for Oriental studies, that is to understand more of Indian writing thought, what triggers Indians to write in a certain way, what are their personal experiences, how is spiritual growth described by Indian writers so easily, and for Westerners it is hard to believe that one can experience the traveling of soul. So this gives a very good comparison and contrast between Eastern and Western perspectives. Sri Aurobindo collected poems. See, I hardly reached this 1/4 level. History of English Literature, Edward Albert. More like factual. I think it helps for the preparation of national entrance test or anything like that. Look at this. Such cute notebook. This is so cute. This is discourses on faith, and these are again some of the prayer lines and their meaning of the faith I follow. At times you also can go through these kind of books. Don't forget to entertain yourself with the books like these. Oh, look at this. And these are the stories by O. Henry. As usual, we know that every story has a suspense. This is in Telugu. Anyone who wants to develop reading habit, or anyone who wants to read Telugu more fluently, with entertainment, thrill and some ease, these are the kinds of books you should try. General Knowledge Manual, the Pearson series. This is amazing. It covers for all competitive exams, for major competitive exams, and special coverage on GST. Of course, that time it was new, and it covers geography, history. This is like a pocket dictionary. Wherever you go, you carry. For any entrance, it helps in cracking. See this one, the little round punch. This one, these are the memories of my childhood. Floppy. This kind of opening. Look, my basket. And this is one. Malish Publishers. Printed in the USSR. Some of the Russian books are available these days in so many outlets of India, but I got this from my aunt. These are so cute. I think one should try these. Poems in Place of Tagore. T.S. Eliot collected poems, no doubt one of the greatest poets ever. This is the book written by my maternal aunt. This is a beautiful collection of poetry in Telugu, and I especially love this beach. This is her picture behind. She is my inspiration and role model. Other side of the coin, this is written by my mother, by Usha Kiran. She and my grandparents here, she thanked them. She basically wrote on how we tend to deal with life, how to get over these controversies and family disputes, everything that a person who is entering outside world, going out for studies or getting married, they all should, I think they'll get benefit from this. As a lawyer and counselor, she wrote her experiences of guiding people. This is again a guide. Gitanjali Rabindranath Tagore. This is translated by William Radis. He is one of the greatest writers from, not from India. He tried to explore the thought, the Indianness and spiritual unity by Tagore. I think more of the outsiders researched on him. Human Touch and Other Poems. This looks so beautiful. This is, I took this from my aunt, Ratchakonda Narsimha Sharma, Visakhapatnam, AP, India. I think I'll go through this and give you my review in my next video. Sri Aurobindo, again this is in Telugu, more and more of guidance to understand him. Cambridge Idioms Dictionary. This is like a handbook for many. You have any doubt, go in alphabetical order and find out so many from A to Z. I tried this book, Polo Polo, and it's by him, Hippie. I remember we went to Taj Mahotsav in Agra, and there was a huge stall and pile of books. We just had to choose some and see the weight and pay, and I immediately took this saying his name. I have read only 1 or 2 pages. I'll go ahead with it. History of science, philosophy and culture in Indian civilization. Primal spirituality of the Vedas, its renewal and resonance. And most of these books are philosophical. As you can see, this whole set is also of mysticism. I tried to collect more and I read more and more in depth so that I could attempt my chapters in my thesis. So more and more kind of spiritual books you can see in my collection. Story books are there, but not very much in this phase of my life. Nuppi Doctor by Kornojikos, my most favorite childhood companion ever, and he is a doctor who treats animals. They interact with him. Look at this, the way graphics are made, pictures. My grandmother used to read this to me. It's like bedtime story. Spiritual consciousness, it is a great collection of so many writers and scientists, and this is one of the rarest books where you can find Eastern and Western perspective meeting at an average point, talking of spiritual consciousness and awakening, all this in one book. Education, development and culture. This is again by one of the greatest Indians from Vizag, to show how can a citizen develop himself to serve the country. The Life Divine, lectures delivered in the USA. This is like one guide for anyone who's trying to understand the basic life principles of Sri Aurobindo. Consciousness, again, am I repeating this book? No, that is spiritual consciousness. This is consciousness. This is more of science and graph. For example, higher order thoughts, neural realization and metaphysics of consciousness, amalgamation of science and religion both. The Life of Sri Aurobindo, one beginning book for anyone out there who wants to try doing PhD on Sri Aurobindo. A.B. Purani, one great writer. You can note this name, M.P. Pandit, A.B. Purani and Sahitya Academy, Sri Aurobindo Ashram from Pondicherry. They have a great kit completely for PhD scholars. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Sandesham. Sandesham means Sandesh. This is in Telugu, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Indian poetry in English. This is extremely important because I did Indian writing in English, especially on poetry, and postdoctoral in some time of my life I want to go ahead with poetry, so this will be acting as my guide again. This is Sri Aurobindo, his life unique. This is a very magnificent book, yet it is very simple. It's like a roadmap for anyone who is trying to understand this great poet. Looks very profound. Sri Aurobindo, the Life Divine. Finally, this is a complete set of his philosophy. Now coming to this section, I'll briefly show you, I'll not show every part. The Treasury of Mystic Terms, the principles of mysticism, man and the cosmos. Your interrelationship, man and the universe, your role in the universe and how it helps you, your awakening, how the universe helps you, your connection with the God who belongs to the universe. It's completely, I think it is very hard for one to crack to completely understand what is there in this, but definitely these parts will help you understand the basic principles of mysticism according to Indian thought. And this is Quest of the Over Self, Paul Brunton again. He is one of the greatest writers from the US, and he explored Russia, he explored many countries. He said the most satisfying place he has ever been to understand spirituality is India. I think he went to Ramakrishna Mission. He also interacted with Param Guru Huzur Sabji Maharaj, the leader of Radha Swami faith, and I think one should read to understand his thoughts. The Bhagavad Gita, S. Radhakrishnan. I think there cannot be any better writer. Radhakrishnan is very expressive and there is the oneness with the Indian culture in whatever he writes. It is reflected. You should try this book. And again, the very basic books. I'll show you this small kit. Savitri, brief introduction. Savitri and the Mother, brief introduction. Man needs wholesome philosophy of life. Swami Satyapurananda. This is again, I think, the basics of Indian thoughts. Ratnanjali. This is one of the prayer books I read. One word substitutes and phrasal verbs. This is by local brand Surya. I think this covers more than 500 and it's just for 20 rupees. One should always explore the local markets and book exhibitions. You find out many pocket books like this. Vedanta Philosophy by Swami Vivekananda, and this again has the essence of Indian thisness, and this reminds me of Parliament of Religions, where he prescribed, in fact, all of the people who sat from different countries to refer to Vedanta of India to understand the essence. The Yoga and its objects. Lights on Yoga for anyone who is aspiring to do yogic practice, and both for your physical health, mental health, emotional and spiritual health. I think reading while practicing equally is more beneficial. Union with the Divine. This is so beautiful. Introduction to the Spirituality. This is again words of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. It's not one book, it is collected version of their suggestions. Oh, this is again a childhood book. I think I found out at home. Band Gali Ka Aakhri Makan. And this is The Gardener by Rabindranath Tagore, one of the most beautiful set of poems. He wrote this, I think, when he was in pain or when he lost one of his sons, and to caress the other children when they were weeping, he wrote and also sang these poems. Talks in China. Oh, this is something I have not read. I'll give you the review after reading that book. Man, Rabindranath Tagore again. Upanishads for students. Again, this is the selections on strength of mind, living the great life and enriching relationships. Sri Ramakrishna Mutt, the best in the country. Ramakrishna Mission is doing a lot for all kinds of books. And again, I'll show you just in brief to give you the title. Swamiji and his message. This is a great book. Gitanjali again. Life and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna. This is great. Oxford Dictionary and Thesaurus. This saved my life, my career, my BA, MA, PhD. It helped me everywhere. Dictionary in combination with thesaurus is very rare. This is given by my grandfather to me in 2009. He used to go and also serve Oxford University in London. He guided me a lot. Okay, read Sri Aurobindo, basic knowledge of him. Thoughts on Spiritual Life by Swami Bhuteshananda. This is, I think, it talks of mind and its control, willpower and detachment, how to build character, spiritual life of the householder, seeing God everywhere, religion and its practice. I think it covers everything. An introduction to the philosophy of Sri Aurobindo. See, it's not, he is one writer who you cannot say he is in box. He is writing only on poetry, or he is writing about a particular theme, maybe it is universal. Whatever he says really has universal impact. He as a whole talks of the growth of human mind. Sri Aurobindo's poetry and Sanskrit rhetoric. I have not read this, but I'm excited to see the connection between his poetry and how Sanskrit, I think, how his rhyme and meter justifies the language of Sanskrit. Poems from Puravi, the child. This is very cute, by Tagore again. Sesh Lekha, the last poems of Rabindranath Tagore. I think by the time his completely ripened state of mind he was in, I have to read and give you the review of what changes I have seen, what transformation or growth I have seen from Gitanjali to his last poems. Matter and Spirit by J.P. Tiwari. Okay, and then this is quite complicated. A study of religion, the mother. Difference between religion and yoga. Yoga is definitely beyond any religion. Religion of love. Tagore on books. Soul and how to find it. This is a great poet. I think it is in again it grows to show how poetical wisdom grows. So this is again by the Pondicherry Ashram, translated version. The spirit and the soul. Know thyself, that is knowing oneself. Looking from within, how your perspective changes. You cannot change the situations, but how you react and respond can always matter, and this heals anybody who is in a confused state of mind. Living within. We all know that we have two beings, we have something inside, but we are most of the times not in a position to speak out and act just the way we like. I think this is a guide to strike the balance of what you are inside and how to grow. Sri Aurobindo, the story of his life and the dictionary for understanding that. The philosophical conception of man. I think this is a great book by Progress Publishers. I don't know the writer, but my aunt wrote it, and the date is 2/6/1989. I think this will be a great guide for me also. The philosophical conception of man and aspects of Indian writing in English. This is edited by M.K. Naik. This again shows the progress and thought of Indian writing. In brief, if I have to say. Some great lives. Muthuswamy is the editor, and let me check who are the writers. I mean, what is the content on whom he tried to explore. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda, much expected. Gandhi, Tagore, Sri Aurobindo, Nehru. I think this is a great guide again to know about so many personalities just in one book. Synonyms and antonyms. Famous Greek personalities. The name itself says Aristotle, Socrates, Hippocrates, Alexander, Plato. This is bought by my aunt in 2008. Just for 40 rupees. You get a lot of knowledge on these. This is the MLA style book. This is the guidelines set for how to align your work when you publish your thesis. I mean, submit your PhD. A history of English literature. This is so boring. I got this because I have to qualify NET exam. The page gives me fainting feeling. I have never tried this. I have to read. Okay, it says an attempt to give you the basic knowledge of the history of English literature. and again Srimad Bhagavata, Sri Ramakrishna Mutt. I really, it's my most favorite when it comes to the publications of the country. Sri Ramakrishna Mission or Mutt, you have to see. Once I have seen their huge exhibition in Shimla also. Shimla and Dharamshala, there was a huge book fair, and so many are sitting in the section, and most of the foreigners and many people from Himachal, they are crazy for Ramakrishna Mission. I never expected. I thought there is a lot of craze in West Bengal and South, but there is craze equally in the. And so this is the book of the poems of John Keats. This is one of the greatest books of again how to analyze and decode the poems of John Keats, one of the greatest poets ever. I think that will be a great book for your introduction. This is Treatise on Happiness, Thomas Equine, translated by John A. Austill. I think this is again a guide for life. I think it's going to be helpful that way. And these are the last two books I'm going to show you. And this is of The King of Tods, A Week in Winter, The Last Detective, Eat Cake. I actually tried taking the collection of the adventures by John Grisham, and I have not read a single novel among these four. I'll review each one of it if you're interested in exploring him. This is The Dictionary of Beliefs and Religions. The Wordsworth. Oh, I think it talks both in general perspective and also literary perspective. So this specially helps a librarian to explore. This is a postcard, Leonardo da Vinci, 1452-1519, from a museum. Oh, in Russia. This is, I think, again collected by my aunt. It is in the middle of the book. I'll try to preserve it. Hope you enjoyed my collection, and do let me know what is the video you want to watch next, and hope I have given the brief hints of every important book that I have in my shelf. And thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. This is the pile. I have actually slightly messed up by showing to you. This huge set is the preparation for NET in English. I removed some of them from the top so that I could sit here and show you, and I hope you enjoyed.